So it's week 4 of 2026. Where are you at with your dreams? All the things that you said you were going to do in coming into 2026. Are you on track, or did you let one bad day or even one bad week go, see, I knew I couldn't do it, or life is too hard, life is too busy, and I'm just gonna put it on the back burner and I'll come back to it later. So that's really, really easy to do, is that we, year on year, week on week, we say we're going to start at the first of the month. We say we're going to start on Monday, or life happens and things happen and we just put other things as a priority. I'm here to give you an update as to week 4 of my training and my journey to Black Belt World Champion, and my journey to bringing my movement, my mandate, and my millions to the world, and walking this journey with you and sharing it with you as I do it. This is the documenting of the journey as it's unfolding. And if you're new here, my name is Chantel Thompson, and I'm a proud Barkindji Ngimpa woman. I'm a very proud mum of 5, Ani Shan to many more, and I'm a 3-time world champion in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I am the founder of the Kilana Foundation, an Aboriginal, an organisation that supports Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander women and children in regional Victoria. And I am the founder and the embodiment of the Barkindji Warrior and the Warrior Heart movement and mandate into the world. And I'm here to share this journey with you. This channel is about documenting my journey of building the foundations and of becoming a Black Belt World Champion, of sharing my journey from suicide to world champion, but also of bringing a movement to the world, of sharing my culture with you, and my journey of unfolding, of building a business, of building a brand, and just sharing my heart. So I hope this meets you where you need it. And if you have stopped your dream, if you've met resistance, or you had a bad day or a bad week and you just go, fuck it, it's too hard, any given time, any given moment is the moment where you can choose to get back up. You can choose to go again. So I have just gotten home, like I said, off of the back of a 10-day tour of bringing the Warrior Heart to the world. And the reason I did it off of 2 days notice. I didn't market it for weeks before. It was more about, for me, to imprint that this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm building my business on, is my brand, my story, and bringing my experiences to the world, and this Warrior Heart and Kilana spaces, because they are needed, very much needed. And I just decided to get on with it and get it done. I did it imperfectly, and I just started. So I went to Dubbo in New South Wales. From Dubbo I went to Newcastle. From Newcastle I went to Central Coast, and then from Central Coast I went to Canberra. And it was 10 days of my first full week of training, like athletic, full competitive training. Haven't trained like that since probably 2019 in terms of jiu-jitsu. Hold that thought. And it's also about capturing these updates imperfectly perfect. So yeah, so the last 10 days have been on the road, and it was about my first full week back at training in a competitive environment, competitive mindset, but also running my first lot of seminars as a female black belt and bringing the Warrior Heart into the world. And like I said, I gave myself 2 days to start to promote it. And it was really powerful. 3 women said yes in Dubbo to the Warrior Heart. Newcastle, we didn't get there. Central Coast, we didn't make happen. And Canberra, we had 7 women say yes, and 5 rocked up to the room that day. And the biggest lesson that I learnt about this whole experience is, don't wait. The experience that you're wondering, will this work? What does it look like? What do I need? Happens in the doing, in the delivery of it. And some of the biggest lessons that I learnt this week about purpose, about who I am in this season, is that I don't want to be on the road all the time. I don't want to be away from my kids 2 weeks of every month. I'll do what I have to do, but I also want to build a business that takes care of my family, funds my dreams, and funds the impact I want to have in the world. But I also want to be well within that dream. I also don't want to be on the road all the time. So I loved interacting with the women, and I learned that marketing and logistics is something that I need to outsource and get help with. I got a big yes when the women were in the room. So this is so much needed in the world. Training with different people and in different communities reminded me of the deeper reason why I love jiu-jitsu beyond competition is the community, is the movement of my body in that style of movement in terms of jiu-jitsu as play, as practice, and why it has been a love of my life for more than 23 years now. I found jiu-jitsu at 19, and even though I haven't trained full-time for more than a week at a time since 2019, I've trained since then, but life looked very different over the last 5 years. And yet why I keep getting called back to the mats, why I keep getting called back to competition is that it is an arena where I find myself. It is an arena where I am shaped. And this is why I want to ask you, where are you at with your dreams in 2026? Are you on track, or have you let one bad day, one bad week offside you? Did you really want the thing that you want? And what you've done so far, what information has it given you? What insight has it given you as to who you are and the journey that you want to walk this year? Maybe the thing that you started out with isn't what you thought it would be in practice, but you started it. So how do you shift it? Or how do you just shift directions and go, okay, that thing's not for me, but what did it open up? What did I learn about myself in the doing of that thing? And that's what I realized over the last 10 days is I want to build more of a digital-based business that gives me time and location freedom. I don't want to be working all hours. So I want to build a business that allows me to compress my hours, raise my income, raise my earning potential, but not working 50 hours a week in my own business. And I loved running jiu-jitsu seminars. Thank you so much to Gracie Barra in Newcastle and Iconic Jiu-Jitsu in Central Coast for opening your mats, opening your clubs, and opening your people and community to me to share my journey, to share some of my story, and to share my jiu-jitsu with your community, because it really validated and affirmed that I do love teaching jiu-jitsu, and that my jiu-jitsu at this level is I have enough knowledge and enough experience, even though in my head I didn't think I did. So this is the thing. When you show up and you start taking action, you get the information you need to guide your next steps. You get answers to questions that you had, and it opens up all this different potential and possibility. And you feel something different about yourself when you're moving towards something, when you're working towards becoming the person that you want to become, when you're showing up for the journey and you're allowing it to be what it is, but each day and each week becomes information that allows you to go, okay, what was this day? How do I shift it for tomorrow? What was this week? Am I on track, or do I need to change direction? Don't allow one bad day or one bad week to offside you. And if what you're doing doesn't light you up, or you go, well, it might not be the thing, or it might not be the way that you're doing it. This is just information that allows you to adjust on any given moment. If you wake up breathing, if you wake up with safety around you, or even if you're not in a safe environment, but you're done living in the way that you are, it is on us in any given moment that we have the power and the capacity to change our lives, to become the person that is within our hearts. And this is the journey. This is me unpacking it. I will come back and do a deeper dive, but as the reality of being a single mum, I'm out of time for this video, but I just wanted to update you that the Warrior Heart is live into the world. I'm well into my journey of training this year, and the first week back on the mats, the body held up. I loved it. My technique is there, and I now know what I need to work on for the next 2 to 4 weeks. And in my business, in myself, my jiu-jitsu, my money, and my family. And you know what? That's the most powerful thing, because I now have clarity. I now have conviction, And I have the confidence to keep going because my courage has been validated. I can now make a plan for the next 4 weeks because I have information, I have data, I have experience. So if this finds you struggling in week 4 of 2026 towards who you want to be, who you said you wanted to be, or where you're at in life, take this as a sign that the next step is available to you at any point that we decide. And just because we stumble, just because we fall, or just because we stay down for a period of time, at any given point, that is enough to push ourselves back up and to try again. This is Chantel Thompson, Barkindji Warrior, Warrior Heart, sharing the journey of the behind the scenes and documenting my journey to my movement, my millions, and my mandate, my journey to Black Belt World Champion, bringing the Warrior Heart message to the world and the Kilana Foundation. Big love you, Mom.